Example 1, sector, perimeter and area. Find the perimeter and area of the following sector, which is part of a circle with radius 5 centimetres. Give your answers to the nearest whole number. So let's work out the area first of all. So remember, this is a fraction of a circle, and the area of a whole circle is pi r squared. From there, we just need to determine what fraction of a whole circle we have. So that's 120 in this case, because normally it's x over 360, but we know x is 120. So it's going to be 120 over 360, because 360 is the total angle in a circle. So we have 120 over 360 of the whole circle. Okay, so we also know what the radius is. We're told that in the question. So that's going to be pi times 5 squared times by, this fraction simplifies down, it's a third of a circle. So putting this into a calculator, it will give you 26.1799 to 4 decimal places. But remember, we want it to the nearest whole number. So that's approximately 26. The perimeter is a little bit harder. There's just a few more steps. We first need to know the arc length. So we need to know what fraction of the circle we have, but we've already worked that out when we did the area. So for the perimeter, it's going to be 120 over 360, but we already know that simplifies down to a third again, times by the whole circumference of a circle, which is 2 pi r. So 2 pi, r is 5 again, plus these two lengths here, which are both radii, so plus 2 lots of 5. Sticking this into a calculator will give you 20.47198 to 5 decimal places roughly. But again, we only want it to the nearest whole number. So we'll have a look at this. It's a 4, so it rounds down, so 20. We need to add some units to both of these. The first one is an area, and we were working in centimetres, so this one's going to be in centimetres squared. This is a perimeter, so it's a length, so this one's just going to be in centimetres. Example 2, segment area. Calculate the area of the shaded area to 2 decimal places. So again, this is going to be a segment, which is the end of a sector. So let's work out the area of the whole sector first, the whole area there. So it's going to be a fraction of a circle, specifically 60 over 360 of a circle. That's the total angle in a circle, that's the angle we've got, times by the whole area of the circle, which is pi r squared, but we know r is 4. So pi times 4 squared. For now, so that we don't lose any accuracy, I'm just going to simplify this down. We know that fraction simplifies down to a sixth, and this, in terms of pi, will be 16 pi. So I'm going to leave it as 16 pi over 6, or to make it easier, 8 pi over 3. But remember, that's the whole area. We need to take away the triangle now. We just want the shaded area on the end. The triangle, we're going to use half AB sine C to work it out, where A and B are both going to be the radius, and C is going to be our angle. So that's going to be a half times our radius, which is 4, times by our radius again, which is 4, times by sine C, where C is 60. From there, we need to subtract this from this, because remember, this is the area of the whole sector. We just want the segment. So we're doing 8 pi over 3. Take away. Let's simplify this slightly. Half times 4 is 2. Times 4 is 8. Times 8 sine 60. Putting this into your calculator, you will get 1.44937, and it carries on, but we'll leave it as that for now. We only want 2 decimal places, so there's our first, there's our second. We'll check whether the next one rounds up or down. Well, it's a 9, so it's going to round up, which gives us 1.45, and this is an area, and we're working in centimetres, so centimetres squared.